Hi there! I can see you're getting ready to work on your analytical assignment that compares the two poems, Do Not Go Gentle Into That Good Night and When You Are Old. In this video, we'll review what it means to analyze and how to compare those elements between both poems. So if you're ready to work, make sure you have your notebook and let's get started.
So what should you do first? Make sure that you've read each poem several times. Think about the title. What could it mean? Reflect and review your understanding of the poem. If you have questions or aren't sure, make sure to ask your teacher. The first element of this assignment is to analyze each poem. So after you've read the poems, you're going to want to pick apart the poems into smaller pieces and study them a little more carefully. Still not sure what I mean? Let's look at a few examples. Analyzing a poem means that you're going to explore a topic, making connections outside of the reading. You'll focus on literary elements and the how and why the author uses these elements in the poem. Your first step will be to look at each poem separately. You'll again want to think about the title. What is the mood or tone of this poem? How is it organized? Does it have a rhyme pattern? Other questions to consider are: who was the poem written for? What is the theme or message? What feelings does it capture? What type of figurative language does it use? Symbolism, imagery, comparisons? For this specific assignment, you're going to want to choose at least 3 of these to compare. Take the time now to hit pause and choose the ones that you think you'll do the best with. Now that you've chosen your 3 analytical elements, we will take each of these elements and compare them between both poems. Remember, when comparing and contrasting, you want to think about how they're alike and how they are different. These are some of the commonly used terms you'll want to use to help you start thinking in this comparative way. At this point, you should have read both poems several times, analyzed the poems, have your 3 elements ready, and are going to discuss the difference between each element in each of the poems. So what will we do next? That's right. The next part is going to be to start to plan your essay. Feel free to use these outline templates to help you get started. The intro paragraph is going to list the titles of both poems and then your 3 topics for comparison. From there, organization is key. Don't keep the poems in separate paragraphs. That will make them read more like summaries. Remember the 3 analytical elements you chose? Each one of these will have its own paragraph. So your 3 body paragraphs will discuss 3 elements between both poems. For this, you'll also need textual evidence and direct lines from each poem. Explain what the lines mean and how or why the author included it. I hope these tips for analyzing and comparing poetry were able to help you get started on your assignment. Remember, if you're still not sure or have questions, reach out to your teacher. I'm always happy to send you extra resources to help you organize your outline and first drafts. For more help, tips, and tricks, be sure to follow me on Instagram at @Miss Herbertson. This was another Miss Herbertson production.